An emergency warning has been issued for a bushfire in the town of Darawank, north of Forster-Tuncurry on the New South Wales north coast. The Rural Fire Service says multiple fires are burning in the area of Failford Road and the Lakes Way. Anyone in Darawank, Corrigan or Hallidays Point should seek shelter in a solid structure as the fire front approaches. The New South Wales Rural Fire Service has warned today could be one of the most dangerous for bushfires so far this season. New South Wales emergency authorities have also issued 5 watch and acts for the state. One of those is at Schultz Road in the Taringham area in northeastern New South Wales. Reporter Selby Stewart is near that fire about 3 hours north of Tamworth.
Right now we're currently near Billy's Creek, so it is just north of Tamworth. And the situation here at the moment is we're about 1 kilometre away from the Schultz Road fire. Now that's a 200 hectare fire that started yesterday, and it's currently moving to a series of rural properties that are currently sitting just above Billy's Creek. So one of those is just behind me, and right now it's very much a situation of preparation. The fire is still some 1 kilometre away from these properties, so Forestry New South Wales and also the Rural Fire Service, they're going door to door, knocking on doors, telling residents to leave, and also preparing that just in case that fire does move towards these properties. So they've created a perimeter, and there's still aerial units that are currently trying to fight this fire and get it out before it does move.
So Selby, while the work is underway there, do we actually know how this fire started?
Miriam, we actually do know it was a lightning strike. So yesterday afternoon, there was a phenomenon called dry lightning. It's been happening all up and down the coast over the past 24 hours. And essentially when the ground is really hot, when it rains, the rain evaporates before it hits the ground. And so lightning can cause these little spot fires. And so about 3 kilometres away, that was where a lightning strike happened, and it caused this fire. And so it's been burning overnight, and now it's started to move, being aided by these northwesterly winds, towards these rural properties that are near Billy's Creek.
Selby, you mentioned their northwesterly winds. What are conditions expected to be like throughout the day and, of course, through the night?
Yes, well, at the moment it's really hot here and it's incredibly dry. A lot of these areas are suffering from water shortages, so it's about 30 degrees on the ground here, and the winds are really strong. They're about 25-30 kilometres per hour northwesterly, and it's pushing these fires in a southeasterly direction. And unfortunately, those conditions aren't going to get any better over the next couple of hours. The wind is expected to pick up to about 40 kilometres per hour by 3 p.m, so it's really difficult conditions. They will ease later on tonight, and the rest of the week winds are going to drop, but for the next 10 hours, maybe the next 12 hours, fire crews have a really big battle in their hand across the state, Miriam.
Tough time ahead. Our reporter there, Selby Stewart at Taringham in northeastern New South Wales. Deputy Commissioner of New South Wales Rural Fire Service, Rob Rogers, joins us now from RFS headquarters. And Deputy Commissioner, just an update to start with on that emergency warning for Darawank.
Yeah, look, that fire obviously is still burning. Unfortunately, we've got reports that there has been 1 home lost in that fire. It's burning out to the coast and then spreading on the flanks. One of the things we're really concerned about for that fire is later on this evening there's going to be a fairly strong southerly change, and that will push the fire north towards Hallidays Point. So fire crews are looking at what we can do to try and stop that fire from reaching those communities, because it's quite a densely populated area.
Incredibly dangerous situation there unfolding. We should also note that it's now 5 watch and act warnings across New South Wales. Can you bring us up to date on those situations?
Yeah, certainly. Look, there's 59 fires, 29 of those are not contained, and what we're starting to see now is these fires we've been dealing with for some time, in some cases weeks, they're becoming very active, they're breaking containment lines, and unfortunately that's going to mean a lot of work for firefighters are going to try and get these things contained, but there is going to be some properties threatened this afternoon. Fires around Armidale, Kempsey, further north are all causing problems. There's fires on the Queensland-New South Wales border. There's also new fires being detected from a fairly large lightning band that went from the Victorian border all the way to north of into the Hunter area last night and today, and we're seeing new fires started from that. So I think it's fair to say we're in for a very long afternoon, and with these winds it's going to make firefighting extremely dangerous and difficult.
Now, Deputy Commissioner, you've mentioned there 1 home already lost for that community there at Darawank. What should people in these fire threat zones be doing at this point?
Well, obviously, making sure you know if fire is threatening your home, stay across the changing fire situation, watch TV, listen to the radio, have the Fires Near Me app. If you're unsure of your situation at that time, there's a lot of fire trucks in the areas of where these fires are threatening. Talk to firefighters on the ground, seek advice from them if you're concerned. Obviously, if you think you're in danger yourself, ring 000 and we'll get help there as quickly as we can.
And also, how are crews managing these conditions, particularly with the fires so widespread across the state?
Look, it is very tough, and firefighters have been at this now for 6 to 8 weeks without a break. There's just been no respite, and firefighters are getting tired. We've got firefighters from Victoria, South Australia and the ACT that are helping firefighters in the northern part of New South Wales, as well as firefighters from Queensland that have been helping also. So, everybody's trying to help, and unfortunately there's a lot of fire though, and I don't think it's going to end anywhere soon unless we get significant rain.
Now, you mentioned there the concerns about the weather deteriorating. Is there an indication that that is actually the case, that conditions are becoming more difficult?
Certainly this afternoon they'll become quite dangerous. There's also some storm systems that not necessarily going to bring a lot of rain, but are around the area that are heading towards that one at Failford, the Darawank fire, where that can bring very unpredictable winds, and people in that area should take care of that. It can push fire in a direction it wasn't previously going. So look, it's a really difficult time. There's going to be a change. We're still going to see elevated fire conditions tomorrow, not quite as strong a winds as today. But look, then returning to worsening conditions in the middle of next week. So unfortunately, we're just going to continue in this same pattern.
RFS Deputy Commissioner Rob Rogers, we thank you very much for your time with us.
Thank you.